I guess the thing that got me into just being outdoors in general was going on holidays with my family as a kid. We'd go from, a lot of the time it was like, say, the Lake District or North Yorkshire, and we'd just walk around a lot of the places there, and they always have really nice scenery. So yeah, I'd say that's where it started, really.
My brother got into climbing a couple years before I did, and I always enjoyed how fun it looked, so I started it myself.
It was around the end of the summer last year, and I'd just moved cities. I didn't really know anyone or know what to do. And because I moved to Sheffield, there's a lot of runners about, and I thought there must be something in it. So I gave it a try, and I then found that it was really, really great for helping my anxiety and stuff. So I just sort of got hooked on the feeling that it left me with. After I run, I just feel like everything's quiet in my head. I think that the outdoor community is really one of the most supportive and welcoming communities that there is.
It's one of the first that I have joined where I felt fully supported and welcomed.
I'd definitely say the outdoor community is welcoming, because when you're out walking, anyone you see says hi. So I guess they're welcoming, and I see that, it's getting more popular to be out in the hills.
I've been engaged with it since I was a kid. We did a lot of hiking and climbing and mountain biking and stuff with my parents when we were younger, and I think that it's just always somewhere that I've really felt at home, and that there's no judgments based on looks or money or anything materialistic like that. It's just like you turn up and you get welcomed into this group of people. So yeah, it's amazing.
To me, hiking is the perfect chance to step outside of hustle and bustle for a bit. I don't like spending too much time around busy environments. So for me, being able to sort of take my dog out and be alone for a bit, process some things, or reflect more so on the busy environments, it means I can go back to them with a healthier approach.
One of the major things that keeps me climbing is the euphoria that I feel whilst climbing, as well as the incredible people that I've met that keep a smile on my face on the climbing trips.
Trail running means a lot to me actually these days, which feels strange to say because up until this time last year I probably would have said that I hated running and that I would never do it. But I think that because of how much it helps with my mental health and also the people that I've met through it, it's just given me a new outlook on my whole life really. And I think that it's something that I really have to do positive self-talk with, which isn't something that I'd ever done in any of the other sports I've done before, so it does mean a lot.
When faced with challenges, I usually seek the support of my other climbing friends, but sometimes I do have to accept the fact that my body isn't in the best shape to push it in certain ways, and I have to talk myself down into knowing that I can try again another day.
I think when it comes to the idea of failing, say if it was in a challenge sense or a personal best sense, I don't know if it necessarily exists, because every time you try something and maybe don't quite hit the benchmark that you've set yourself, it's still not a failure because you've done more than you would have done if you hadn't done it at all. So I guess it's one of those things. I'm not a believer in all participants should get a medal, but I am kind of something's always better than nothing. And there is really no failing if you tried.
I think with any sport, you're going to face challenges, and I've always been a very active person. I'm usually doing 3 or 4 different hobbies at once, and I really try and not put too much pressure on myself personally. I like to do running because I like doing it, not because I'm trying to prove anything or trying to get a good time or do intervals or anything like that. I really try and stay away from that and just run for my own head and run to be connected to the spaces around me. So that really helps me stay away from putting too much pressure on myself with it. My advice to someone wanting to get involved in the outdoors and in sports would be to just drop any preconceptions that you have about yourself with sports. I think there's a lot of focus on I am this, I am a runner, I am a netball player, I am a mountain biker, but you can do anything you want and you don't have to just stick to one thing, and that's something that really helps me, is that I do lots of different things and it keeps each thing interesting and it really allows me to see the beauty in each different thing that I do. I think as well, finding some friends that are really supportive of what you want to do and in getting outside with you really helps to alleviate the sporty pressure of it and just turn it into like a fun, connective activity that you can do to meet new people and create a little community around yourself.